So for this demonstration, we will see how to work in Photoshop for masking purposes. Now, masking technique in Photoshop works in which you can do show and hide of your Flash or Photoshop pixels using colors. Okay. For example, right now you can see this image on the stage is actually connected with this layer. Okay. Now, this is the basic concept we all know. Whatever we see on the stage, we see that corresponding to that particular layer, and that layer is visible by this eye, and you can see there's a short thumbnail which actually shows a preview of what that layer is actually displaying on the main stage. Okay, it tells you the name of the layer as well. But now, as you can see, the thumbnail is showing you the full preview of the whole content on the stage. We can attach a masking layer, a masking thumbnail with this particular layer, which will allow us to do show and hide some pixels of this image. Okay, right now everything is visible for you, but if you want to see half of the Britney Spears, if you just want to see her head in this stage, we can do mask. We can apply a mask which will do this show and hide detailing for you. Now, to explain that in technicals, we'll see how it works. There are different ways of masking, but the most basic masking we do is we actually apply mask on the actual layer. Okay, so let me just unlock this layer by double clicking on it. Let me give this name IMG to this layer, and now you can see I just have one layer in my panel. Now, for this layer, at the bottom of the layers panel, can you all see there are little icons there at the bottom of the layers panel here. Now, some of these icons, as we know, last three icons are pretty straightforward to delete the layers, add a new layers, add a new group folder, and there are some other icons here which are for applying effects. Now, these new additions been done from CS3, CS4 onwards. When we used to use in the past, there was not too many icons which can help us to play with the layer so effectively. But now we have quite a lot of settings, and one of the settings you can see there. Now, these settings which you see here, they actually do something in your layers panel, because that's why they are attached to the layer. Now, from these settings, this is the one we are going to use. If you hover your mouse over it for like 2 seconds, you will see the label. It helps you and it hints you that it is actually adding a layer mask. You see, add layer mask. Okay, now we need that icon. Before we apply that layer mask, we have to make sure for which layer we are applying that, and to make sure, you have to make sure that you click on the layer, and the selected layer in Photoshop always appears with the blue highlight on it. If you have more than one layer, they all will be grayed, and at a time only one layer will be highlighted with a blue color. So that's the indication that that's a selected layer currently, and for that highlighted layer you can apply these settings. Now, from the settings, I'm going to apply for the image layer, add layer mask button. When you press that, the immediate visible difference you will see is with your image thumbnail. That's your image thumbnail. You will see another layer with the blank thumbnail attached with it. Why it is attached? Because you can see there is a link icon which is actually linking these two thumbnails with each other. Okay. Now, in masking, you can see the mask thumbnail. This is a mask thumbnail. What color you have in this masked thumbnail, that will decide which pictures to show in the connected image and which pixels to hide in your connected image. Alright. Now, if you want the extreme result, means absolutely no pixels and absolutely yes pixels, then we use black and white colors. Okay. You can use any other color as well, but if you want the highest possible show and hide result, then black and white works the best because they are the high contrast colors in graphics. Now in masking Photoshop, in the mask thumbnail, if you apply any black color, it will do the job of hide for you. Okay, and if you apply any white color in the masking thumbnail, it will do the job of show the pixels. Now which pixels is going to hide and show? We are applying colors in the masking thumbnail, but it's going to actually affect the connected image. Means if you apply black color in the mask thumbnail, it will actually hide that portion of the image from the stage. Right now, which color do you see in the masking thumbnail in my diagrams? There's a white color. That's why you can see on the stage we see the whole image as it is. But now I'm going to use black color. Now how can you apply black color into the stage? There you go. Either paintbrush, or we can use paint bucket. There are different ways in which we can fill the colors, right? So the moment I'm going to get a paintbrush, and to make sure I have a black color in the foreground, in your toolbar you can make your default colors and make sure the foreground color is black, right? You can change the brush diameter to whichever size you want. You can control the brush hardness, and with this brush settings, with the black color in the foreground, and you have to make sure you are in the mask thumbnail and not on the picture thumbnail, right? Just go onto the stage and start painting the black color. You see what happened on the stage? Now actually I haven't erased anything on the stage. I've actually applied the black color there. You can see that little black spot of black color here in the mask thumbnail as well. Do you see that? So actually that black paint in the mask and that corresponding part of the image in the image thumbnail gets hidden. It's quite hiding with the blurred edges as well. Can you see that? That's because the brush, when I've used, it was having 0% hardness. So I was actually using black color with a soft brush. So it gives me nice graffiti or nice airbrush kind of effect, as you can see here. Let me change this hardness to 100%. Same brush, and if I apply black color now, do you see the sharp cuts here? Now that's because I'm using the same brush but with 100% hardness. So now using this concept, you can do so many beautiful things in masking itself. I'll show you how beautifully we can use actually this mask. Foundation wise, you all okay now with the concept of black and white colors and using that to the mask thumbnail? So if that's clear, I'm going back, make sure I'm still in the masking thumbnail. If I want to see the whole picture again, what's the best way to get the whole picture? No, you don't have to do anything. The masking is there, the picture is there. Which color we used to hide and show? Show is the white color. Just swap your colors. Make sure the foreground is white. Keep any brush you have and just go and paint. You will get your picture back. Do you see the mask thumbnail? It has got now white color. So using this kind of combinations of show and hide, you can actually do the hide and reveal kind of concept with a connected image. Now to use it in different ways, I'm going to do a bit of exercise. Right now I have only one layer in my layers panel. I'm going to add a blank layer in my panel, okay, using paint bucket, and with the black color as a foreground, I will fill the whole layer. And this particular black layer, I'm going to use it as my background layer. Okay, So I'm just going to rename this as my backgrounds. Now going back to the mask thumbnail, you have to just click on that masking thumbnail. This masking thumbnail also, I want to literally hide the entire picture. So I want to fill the masking thumbnail now with the black color as well. Okay. Now foreground black color, paint bucket, and make sure I'm in the masking thumbnail here. Click on the stage. Right now what you see on the stage is actually the black color, but that is coming from which layer? No, masking hides everything. That's why it is hiding the Britney's picture. The color you see on the stage right now, it is actually coming from the background layer. If I hide this background as well, you don't see anything on the stage. Now I didn't hide Britney's layer, it is still visible, but I don't see Britney's picture because the masking thumbnail has the whole black color filled in it. That's why it doesn't show the connected image. Okay, but the concept here now is I'm turning back the backgrounds in the mask thumbnail, and now you can use brush tool with the white color. You can increase the brush sizes if you want. Undo it. Let me just give a soft brush. Like that. So actually I'm showing Britney's picture with a white color in the mask. Now this is not just round brush. I can again go back and fill the whole layer with the black color. The shortcut to fill the layer with the foreground colors is Alt backspace. Okay. So if I press Alt backspace or Control backspace for the background, now I will change the shape of the brush. Let me use, let's say, maple leaves. Haven't done anything. Masking is hiding everything. Now I'm using brush tool with the white color, but this time with a different shape. And let's see how it affects. You can use different shape again, and this time with a different diameter, and you can actually do the cleaning inside. See, that kind of posted effects are possible because I have a background showing this black color, and the masking I'm using black and white with the different combinations to do the show and hide of the connected layer mask. That's how the masking is used in terms of layer mask in Photoshop. Let me show you some different examples for it. If I have another image, or you want to practice this first? Okay, let me stop the recording for this